Hello, garden lovers. Welcome back to Time for Gardening. If you're dreaming of turning your outdoor space into a sun-drenched Mediterranean oasis, filled with vibrant flowers, creative upcycled containers, and charming DIY fences, you're in the right place. Today, I'll be sharing 20 unique and inspiring Mediterranean container garden ideas that are perfect for summer. Whether you have a spacious backyard or a cozy balcony, these tips are designed for all skill levels and every garden size. Make sure to watch until the end for plenty of creative inspiration and practical tips. Repurposing vintage olive oil tins as container gardens instantly transports your outdoor space to the Mediterranean coast. The timeless look of these metal tins, adorned with fragrant lavender or sunny lantana, brings a sense of rustic history and warmth to any corner of your patio or garden. Each tin tells a story, and the shimmer of their aged surfaces sparkles in the summer sun, perfectly complementing the vibrant hues of Mediterranean flowers. To tie the whole scene together, simple DIY wood fencing made from reclaimed planks adds structure while maintaining an inviting homey feel. The combination of upcycled materials and classic Mediterranean plants not only celebrates sustainable gardening, but also creates a welcoming retreat for enjoying balmy evenings outdoors. This inspiration reminds us how beauty and eco-consciousness can flourish side by side. Stacking old terracotta pots to create a vertical herb garden is both charming and space-efficient. Each level bursts with lush Mediterranean herbs, basil, thyme, oregano, delighting the senses with color, scent, and the promise of fresh flavors for summer recipes. The natural patina of weathered terracotta adds depth and character, echoing the earthy spirit of southern Europe. A handmade bamboo fence frames the herb tower, drawing the eye upwards while subtly marking the boundary of your little Mediterranean haven. The gentle contrast between the terracotta's warmth and the bamboo's fresh simplicity encourages you to linger, breathe in the herbal aroma, and imagine yourself in a sun-drenched garden along the Italian or Greek coast. tires find vibrant new life when transformed into colorful planters for cascading bougainvillea or bright petunias. Painting each tire in cheerful Mediterranean shades instantly adds fun and playfulness to your garden, while the upcycling spirit makes every bloom feel more meaningful. The sturdy shape of tires provides ample space for healthy roots, and the circular form invites creative arrangement. Set against a DIY fence made from repurposed pallets, the scene becomes a joyful patchwork of color and texture. The fence's rustic look enhances the sense of Mediterranean abundance, while the lively flowers spill over the edges, connecting each element in a flow of organic beauty. Together, these details invite neighbors and guests to pause, smile, and enjoy the playful elegance of sustainable gardening. Turning a retired wine barrel into a planter for brilliant bougainvillea channels the romance of Mediterranean vineyards right into your backyard. The round, weathered wood of the barrel pairs beautifully with trailing blooms, making each container garden a focal point that feels both luxurious and relaxed. The rich colors of bougainvillea spill dramatically over the edges, echoing the sunny landscapes of Italy, France, or Spain. Enclosing the scene with a DIY fence built from reclaimed wooden shutters adds a whimsical architectural touch. The interplay between old-world charm and recycled creativity not only saves materials from landfill, but gives your garden a distinct sense of personality. As evening falls and the golden light filters through the shutters, the whole area glows with Mediterranean magic. Nothing says Mediterranean like the lively color and scent of citrus trees in bloom, and galvanized buckets make unexpectedly delightful containers. Their silvery shine brings a touch of vintage chic to the garden, and their durability ensures your lemons or miniature oranges thrive in style. The citrus blossoms and glossy fruit become instant conversation pieces, offering both visual interest and the promise of homegrown zest. Surrounding these cheerful buckets with a crisp white picket fence helps define the area while creating an airy, sunlit backdrop. The contrast of metal and wood evokes timeless Mediterranean farmyards, blending nostalgia and practicality. Together, the elements make your citrus garden feel abundant, joyful, and perfect for savoring summer days. Broken ceramics and colorful tiles are transformed into eye-catching mosaic pots that sparkle in the sunlight. Each container becomes a piece of living art, hosting bold Mediterranean flowers like geraniums or daisies. The variety of shapes and colors in the mosaic reflect the diversity of Mediterranean landscapes, always vibrant, always full of surprise. Placing these pots along a DIY lattice fence adds even more texture and depth. The fence's open pattern lets breezes and glimpses of green drift through, making the space feel light and welcoming. The combination of recycled ceramics and lively blooms celebrates creativity, offering daily inspiration and delight to all who wander through the garden. Wooden crates, once used for shipping produce, now serve as rustic raised beds for dazzling Mediterranean flowers. The natural weathered grain of each crate is the perfect complement to the bold oranges and yellows of marigolds or gazanias. Their compact size makes them ideal for patios or balconies, allowing small spaces to burst with life. Add a simple wire fence draped with climbing vines to give the space gentle structure and a hint of privacy. As vines reach across the fence and flowers spill over the edges of each crate, the whole scene feels harmonious and thoughtfully designed. This approach demonstrates how humble materials can create a luxurious Mediterranean retreat. A retired wheelbarrow transforms into a whimsical, cascading container garden overflowing with Mediterranean blooms like verbena and trailing rosemary. Its rounded shape and rustic metal frame provide a playful focal point, while the abundance of trailing flowers softens its lines and invites the eye to wander. Encircle the scene with a woven branch fence for a touch of woodland charm, blending the untamed with the cultivated. The combination of old tools and thriving plants tells a story of resourcefulness and creativity. It's a joyful nod to Mediterranean cottage gardens, where beauty grows from everyday objects. Charming old tea kettles filled with fragrant lavender offer a sweetly nostalgic take on the Mediterranean container garden. Their curving shapes and gleaming surfaces reflect sunlight, while the purple blooms and silvery leaves conjure the spirit of Provence or the Spanish countryside. Arrange these kettles against a painted pallet fence to add cheerful color and cottage-style whimsy. The fence frames each container while creating a sense of intimacy, perfect for cozy corners or patios. This setup brings together memories of afternoon tea and sunlit fields, creating a garden filled with stories and sensory delight. A reclaimed wooden picture frame becomes the centerpiece of a vertical succulent garden, packed with Mediterranean favorites like echeveria and sedum. The arrangement creates a living piece of wall art, highlighting the incredible variety of shapes and colors found in succulents. Place this frame garden near a DIY metal rod fence for an extra touch of industrial chic style. The interplay between lush greenery and upcycled materials creates a fresh, modern Mediterranean vibe, ideal for contemporary patios and sunny balconies. It's a testament to how innovation and tradition can work hand in hand in garden design. Upcycled window frames become charming boxes overflowing with nasturtium and lobelia, echoing the riot of color found in Mediterranean villages. These planters draw the eye and soften the lines of any wall or fence, while their blooms attract pollinators and fill the air with life. Adding a classic white picket fence completes the cottage ambience, offering gentle boundaries without closing off the view. Together, the window boxes and fence turn any outdoor nook into a cheerful, welcoming retreat. The effect is uplifting, a slice of Mediterranean cheer, right at your doorstep. A well-loved wooden ladder takes on new life as a tiered display for Mediterranean favorites such as geraniums, marigolds, and dianthus. Each rung becomes a miniature stage for color and fragrance, rising gracefully in a vertical garden that saves space without sacrificing beauty. Set alongside a DIY driftwood fence, the ladder stand embodies coastal Mediterranean charm. The weathered textures and natural shapes echo beachside villages, creating a relaxed, breezy atmosphere. The pairing invites you to linger, enjoying both the artistry and the abundance of your container garden. cinder blocks painted in soft stone-inspired hues, stacked to form a striking geometric container garden. Filled with Mediterranean annuals like petunias and daisies, the blocks bring strong lines and playful patterns to your outdoor space. A low bamboo fence adds a hint of privacy and further softens the scene, letting the plants take center stage. The balance between modern shapes and natural materials feels fresh and inviting, perfect for gardeners who appreciate both structure and spontaneity in their Mediterranean-inspired oasis. Woven baskets are transformed into cozy homes for bright hibiscus or zinnias, bringing a touch of farmhouse Mediterranean style to your garden. The organic texture of the baskets, paired with colorful blooms, creates a relaxed and welcoming mood. A simple fence of weathered wooden planks encloses the area, reinforcing the rustic theme while keeping the garden grounded and contained. The combination of natural fibers, reclaimed wood, and bold flowers encourages a slower pace, perfect for summer afternoons spent savoring the sights and scents of your homegrown retreat. old chair, repainted and repurposed, becomes an enchanting planter for petunias or geraniums. The seat holds a lush arrangement of Mediterranean flowers, while the back and arms offer support for trailing vines or whimsical accents. Framed by a fence made from recycled doors, the scene gains depth and a sense of discovery, inviting guests to look closer and appreciate the creativity at play. This approach turns forgotten furniture into focal points, celebrating both sustainability and the joyful spirit of Mediterranean gardens. A plain wall comes alive with rows of reclaimed clay pots, each filled with trailing fuchsia or geraniums. The vertical arrangement saves space and creates a vibrant tapestry of color, reminiscent of the iconic gardens of the Mediterranean coast. Pair the display with a simple DIY lattice fence, whose open design lets air and sunlight flow freely. The combination of vertical gardening and light fencing makes even the smallest area feel bright, open, and brimming with possibility. It's a smart and beautiful way to celebrate both style and sustainability. An old bicycle, its basket overflowing with lavender or pansies, becomes a charming container garden and conversation starter. The weathered frame and colorful flowers evoke the leisurely pace of Mediterranean towns, where gardens spill onto cobbled lanes. Positioned next to a pastel-painted picket fence, the bicycle adds whimsy and storybook charm to your garden. The effect is both nostalgic and fresh, a reminder that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places when you combine creativity with Mediterranean inspiration. A vintage sink finds new purpose as a thriving container garden filled with Mediterranean succulents like aloe and sedum. The glossy leaves and sculptural forms create dynamic contrast with the sink's classic lines and sturdy basin. Surrounded by a rustic fence made from barn wood, the area takes on a playful, reclaimed look. Each element adds to the feeling of resourcefulness and surprise, proving that Mediterranean magic can spring from even the most unconventional containers. Recycled containers suspended with nautical rope become eye-catching hanging gardens filled with geraniums or verbena. The movement of the planters in the summer breeze evokes the coastal regions of the Mediterranean, where color and scent mingle with sea air. A fence made of driftwood completes the seaside look, tying the whole arrangement together with its natural curves and textures. The result is a light, airy space that celebrates both upcycling and the joyful abundance of Mediterranean summers. Wooden pallets, upcycled into vertical planters, provide the perfect showcase for nasturtium and lobelia. Their bold leaves and blooms spill through the slats, creating a tapestry of color that stands out against the rustic wood. Surround the garden with a woven branch fence for extra structure and an artisanal touch. The interplay between pallets, flowers, and natural fencing creates a welcoming Mediterranean retreat, demonstrating how even simple materials can become a canvas for creativity and summer celebration. Thank you so much for joining me on this colorful journey through Mediterranean container gardens. Remember, with a little creativity and upcycling, you can bring the magic of the Mediterranean right to your home, no matter your space. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Thyme for Gardening, and share your thoughts or favorite ideas in the comments below. Your support means the world and helps our garden community grow even more beautiful. See you in the next video.